You dumb. Why are you dumb? Because you kept the door locked. Tell me you're hiding something without telling me you're trying to hide something. Like what on God's green earth do you think that the police are just going to go into your house, get a search warrant, go through your house and go, oh no, we can't go through that door because it's locked. Oh no. We need to respect the people of this home. Okay. After 2-3 people have lost their lives, let's be respectful. That door's locked. Let's go with God. No, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Let's take a look at this affidavit. And if you thank you guys, I wouldn't have gotten this without you guys. So see, this is why I love teamwork. Okay. Love when a plan comes together. Don't you? Thank you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button down below, please. And thank you. Let's get it to 600 likes. Okay. We're almost at 500, but I see a bunch of y'all in here and I know a lot of y'all are very curious about what's going on here. So affidavit, let's jump right into it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, please. And thank you. And there's only 4 pages. So this is not a huge thing. All right. And that's what she said. Moving on, it says an actor in this case has been identified as Mirta Romanos. Sorry. Okay. Date of birth, August 7th, 1976. Hereinafter referred to as the defendant. Okay. So Mirta is the defendant when they talk about her in this affidavit. Said affidavit or said defendant is further identified in SAPD computer files under this identity number. Okay. And I know this is really, really small typing. I'm going to see it. Oh, yay. I can blow it up even more. Awesome. So you guys can see it a little bit better. All right. Affidavit, we're going to rock right into it. All right. So your affidavit has probable cause for said belief by reason of the following facts. On December 23rd, 2023, Leon Valley Police, LVPD, received a call from a missing persons report. Family of the missing person stated she was supposed to be induced. We already know about this, but she didn't show up for appointment. The family advised that they had not been able to get a hold of the family, and she stated she was not answering her phone. A check of the hospitals was conducted by the family, and it was found that the female was not at any of the hospitals. It was found that the female lived with her boyfriend. However, the family of the boyfriend advised that they were not able to get in touch with him as well because both of them were missing at that time. The female was entered as a missing person by LVPD, Leon Valley. Further investigation found that the female and her boyfriend were not responding to any phone calls and their whereabouts were unknown. Media broadcast on the news the story of the missing female and her boyfriend. In the media, the boyfriend's car description was broadcast in the media and was said to be a 2013 gray Kia Optima. Now, we already know about all this stuff, okay? On the 26th of December, 2023, a resident of 5903 Danny K Drive messaged the family of the female and advised them that they believed that the vehicle was parked at 5903 Danny K Drive. The family contacted LVPD and they drove to the location. Upon the police's arrival to the location, Leon Valley Police observed the vehicle. Inside the vehicle was a deceased pregnant female in the front seat and a deceased male in the back seat of the vehicle. Okay, moving on. San Antonio police were also contacted, and your affiant made the location, the person who is investigating into this whole case. Okay, so this particular detective or officer made it to the location. Upon the arrival to the location, your affiant observed the vehicle. The vehicle was a 2013 Kia Optima with a Texas license plate of TRC 9447. Your affiant checked the VIN number, and the VIN number was the same VIN number that was broadcast on the news for the missing couple. A check of the information through NCIC TCIC showed the vehicle belonged to the boyfriend of the female. Your affiant of Matthew. Your affiant observed the front right passenger side of the vehicle, your affiant observed a deceased pregnant female inside the front right passenger seat. Due to your affiant knowledge of the female on a previous murder case from 2022, your affiant recognized the female to be that of the missing female, Savannah. The female appeared to have trauma to her head. Your affiant was observed in the backseat of the vehicle. Your affiant observed a deceased male in the backseat of the vehicle. The deceased male resembled the boyfriend to the female. The male had an apparent GSW. If you've been watching this show, you know what GSW means, to his head. It appeared the male had been dragged into the vehicle. Your affiant did not observe any weapon near the male. Obviously, we already know about that, and that's crucial information that shows foul play, in my personal opinion. A search warrant was requested so entry into the vehicle could be conducted. While waiting for the search warrant, your affiant spoke to the families of the female and the male. It was found that the boyfriend to the female sold chemicals and would use his phone through cellular communication as well as social media to sell narcotics. It was also advised that the boyfriend would also would post money and this merchandise on his Instagram. It was stated that people wanted to rob the boyfriend, and it was stated that the boyfriend had been shot at before. The family provided your affiant with the phone number of the female. The family of the male provided your affiant with his phone number as well as his Instagram. When the search warrant arrived at the location, a search of the vehicle was conducted. The search found spent shell casings in the vehicle. However, there was no weapon recovered in the vehicle. There was apparent blood transfer on the outside of the vehicle that was not consistent with the boyfriend causing harm to the female. Both the female and male had GSWs to the head, and the male also had apparent drag marks on his back. It was believed that the female and male were unalived at a different location, and the vehicle was driven to the recovered location. During further investigation, your affiant found surveillance video at 5903 Danny K. The video surveillance found that on December 21st, 2023, around 11:59 p.m., a minute before midnight, a Chevy Silverado gray, driving with its lights off from the vehicle recovered location. The Silverado pulled in the middle of the back parking lot and parked the vehicle. The victim's vehicle could be seen approaching the Chevy. The victim's vehicle parked next to the Silverado. A heavyset male, big pun, Ramon, exited the Silverado, and the driver's side door of the victim's vehicle opened. The heavyset male approached the driver of the victim's vehicle and appeared to speak to the driver. The heavyset male then got a towel from his vehicle and appears to wipe down the outside of the victim's vehicle door where he had touched the vehicle. Surveillance video appeared to show a third person throw the towel to the heavyset male. The flick of the wrist, as I've been saying, which led police to believe that a second person was inside that Chevy Silverado. The driver of the victim's vehicle exited the vehicle for a brief moment and sat back in the driver's seat. The driver did not match the description of the female victim or the male victim. The Hispanic male got back into his vehicle. The victim's vehicle drove behind the building where the vehicle was found on December 26, 2023. The Silverado followed the victim's vehicle. Approximately 3 minutes later, the Silverado was observed leaving from behind the building where the victim's vehicle was found. The victim's vehicle did not leave the location. They left it there. So obviously, Christopher jumped into the truck and drove off with his parents. It was believed that the victims were already deceased in the vehicle at the time of the video observed. It is believed the unknown driver and heavyset male observed parked the victim's vehicle at the location in an effort to hide the vehicle. Duh. On January 2nd, 2024, your affiant provided one of the victim's cell phones to Detective Knox at the Technical Investigations Unit. On the 3rd of January, your affiant received the phone downloaded from Detective Knox. Your affiant found that the victim had recently searched the street of Charlie Chan Drive. Due to your affiant's knowledge of the crime scene area, your affiant was aware that Charlie Chan Drive was a couple blocks away from the victim vehicle recovery location. Not very far, guys. Your affiant was able to discover that the victim's vehicle pinged near Charlie Chan Drive and Cary Grant Drive around 11:50 p.m. on the night they went missing. The vehicle did not start moving again until 11:54 p.m. The vehicle then traveled to 5903 Danny K Drive, where the victims and their vehicle were discovered on the 26th of December. Your affiant conducted computer search and was able to locate a vehicle that looked identical to the suspect vehicle seen on camera with the victim vehicle. Your affiant did research on the owner of the vehicle and found that the owner of the vehicle matched the description of the male that exited the vehicle on camera. Let's be real. Big Pun was Big Pun. And then, they did their research and like, okay, this is a heavyset male. Ramon is a heavyset male and he happens to drive a Chevy Silverado. So they did the math. Okay. Interesting. Homicide detectives went to the vehicle location listed above and found that the listed vehicle at the location. While at the residence on Charlie Chan, a person identified as Ramon Preciado reported knowing why SAPD was at his residence. Remember, I lost my ish last time when I read this stuff. Ramon Preciado informed SAPD detectives to speak to his son. He was like, yo, you need to look for Chris. Here's Chris, identified as Chris Preciado. Ramon Preciado and Chris Preciado were transferred to SAPD homicide to speak with your affiant, while additional SAPD detectives searched the residence on Charlie Chan Drive under the authority of a search warrant. Your affiant spoke with Ramon Preciado after Ramon was read his Miranda rights. Ramon admitted to driving his Chevy Silverado to that Danny K Drive where he met Christopher Preciado, his son. Papa Ramon identified himself on surveillance video from the 5903 Danny K Drive as the person observed exiting the Chevy Silverado. So he said, yep, that be me. That's me right there. Everybody call me Big Pun. That's me right there, right? Ramon Preciado reported meeting Christopher at this apartment complex, who was driving the other vehicle. So he says, Chris drove the car. Chris met me here. That is me getting out of the car. Yes, that is Chris driving the car as well. This vehicle is the vehicle in which Matthew Guerra and Savannah Soto were found deceased. Ramon Preciado admitted to assisting Christopher Preciado at 5903 Danny K Drive. Your affiant then spoke with Christopher Preciado after Christopher was read his Miranda rights. Christopher Preciado reported Matthew Guerra and Savannah Soto drove to his residence on Charlie Chan Drive to sell him some trees, some ganj. Okay, some Mary Jane. Christopher went on to provide a version of events that were inconsistent with the evidence collected at the scene and from the victim's recovered vehicle. He claims that the male victim pointed a weapon at him, and Christopher was able to manipulate the weapon, resulting in the female getting shot. Christopher then stated that the weapon was pointed at him again, and he manipulated the weapon again, resulting in the male victim being shot, like he's freaking John Wick. Okay, 19-year-old John Wick. Okay. On January 4th, 2024, your affiant spoke to Mirta Romanos. Mirta stated on the night of the incident, she was at her residence, 5735 Charlie Chan Drive, with Ramon and Christopher. Mirta could not recall the events of the night and stated she thought she was sleeping. During the search at Mirta's residence, Mirta's bedroom door was locked. I'm going to repeat that again. Interesting. During the search at Mirta's residence, Mirta's bedroom door was locked. Homicide detectives inquired about unlocking the door, and Mirta provided the key to unlock the door. Mirta stated that she kept her door locked, and she was the only person to have the key to the room. So, yeah, wait. If this is his wife or like his step-wife, like, you know, his second wife or whatever, you know what I mean? If this is mama or stepmama, you saying that y'all ain't sleeping in the same room, so you lock up your own room from your own husband and from the family? Okay, let me just say that again. She stated that she kept her room locked and was the only person to have the key to the room. During the search of the room, a firearm, later forensically matched to the shell casing recovered in the victim's vehicle, was found concealed in that very room. During Mirta's interview, Mirta was questioned about the recovered firearm. She claimed the firearm was hers and it was given to her by a family member. So on the 5th of January, your affiant was notified that the firearm recovered in the closet of Mirta's forensically matched the shell casing recovered from the victim's vehicle. Due to the statements made by Mirta, Mirta intentionally concealed the firearm in an attempt to impair its availability as evidence during an investigation. Your affiant has reason to believe and does believe the said defendant, Mirta Romanos, or on the 21st day of 21st day of December 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, concealed evidence in attempt to impair its availability as evidence during an investigation in violation of this number and of the penal code of the state of Texas. Interesting. So they came into the place and they were doing all of their due diligence. Police were. And as they were doing all of their due diligence, she had the door locked. I mean, let me just say this really quick. That's the dumbest thing you could do. Also, I got a couple things to say. You dumb, Mirta. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I like to say, you know, everyone's smart. Everyone has, we all are brilliant brains. We all smart people, but you dumb. This whole family dumb. Let's be real. But you dumb. Why? Okay. First off, let's start off with this. You still had the weapon. Let me just say this too. Just on the side of if you're trying to get away with it, you kept the weapon. Why? You didn't think that they were going to catch that? Oh, and then let's not forget about this other part. You dumb. Why are you dumb? Because you kept the door locked. Tell me you're hiding something without telling me you're trying to hide something. Like what on God's green earth do you think that the police are just going to go into your house Get a search warrant, go through your house and go, oh no, we can't go through that door because it's locked. Oh no. We need to respect the people of this home. Okay. After 3 people have lost their lives, let's be respectful. That door's locked. Let's go with God. No, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Really? You really think that locking the door, and I'm the only one with the key? I am the only one with the key. Who cares? Unlock it. And guess what? Weapon was in there. Evidence was in there. Let that sink in for a second, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to get evildoers to get away with evil things. Okay, I'm not. But you know you're a dumb criminal when you do something like that. Oh, no. If I lock this door, it'll create a fortress, like a force field. There is no way I can get police cooties in here. The hell? They're going to walk right in that mug. They're going to crack open the door. They're going to bust it open. They don't give a damn. That's dumb, y'all. Dumb. I said it. I don't care. No, I want please, criminals, be dumb. All y'all, be dumb. Do stupid things because we want to have these things solved. All right? We want to bring all y'all to justice, so keep being dumb. But still, this is the stupidest thing. Oh, no, I keep it locked. And?
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.